Hire or put people in time out. Manage messages held for review. Add moderators. Okay. I like that. You could put people in time out for making a little crazy comment. That is good. That's what we need, right? Uh, a one click because I was putting them in timeout already if they came in here talking crazy. But anyway, guys, today I am talking to my part-time locticians out there. We are starting the Replace Your Paycheck class again. So if you are a loctician who needs to, and the thing is with locticians, a lot of everybody is like, oh, I want to learn styles, I want to learn styles. And that's nice, but would you that is nice, and I actually commend you guys for wanting to learn the styles. But this is the thing about that is that the styles, once you know them, they are the cream of the crop. They are the thing that makes people pay more. And what usually happens is when they get to know the styles, the next thing they do is go find a stylist on the internet and copy the price of that stylist. And so here's where everything goes crazy because if you want to stand out, the first thing you shouldn't do is go and look exactly like somebody else. Not if you want to stand out. So if you want to stand out, definitely not that. But if you're a loctician who is still not full-time, still not experiencing that entrepreneurial, oh, awesome. Still not experiencing the entrepreneurial side of things because you like straddling the fence about, uh, where you are or how. I find too that a lot of locticians don't get started because they be stuck in beginner mode. So maybe, they might be stuck as a beginner because they're not taking the right types of training to make them feel, adequate enough to just go forward and be a loctician, right? So if you are wanting to replace your paycheck, like you work at a job and you do locks on the side, then you can join my Replace Your Paycheck class. If you are a loctician who wants to start doing more signature styles, and you want signature styles because those styles keep you from having to go and learn how to do long, time consuming nonsense like interlocking, right? And I'm calling that nonsense because I want, as a stylist who does palm rolls and that's all I do, I'm going to call it nonsense because it takes longer and it doesn't last longer. So when you do techniques that take longer but they don't last longer, because it's popular or whatever, and then you see me and it's like, I've never done that. I always palm roll. Everybody here I palm roll. And I do that because it's the way. It's the way. It's fast, right? And I do that because that's what makes the most sense to me. Because when you look at our hands, we got like fingerprints on our hands. When you look at a comb right here, this looks just like your fingerprints, right? So just like I could take my comb and do that and straighten this out, I can do the same thing with my hands, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how that is, right? But again, guys, I want y'all to understand we grew this lock business off of retwists and styles, not interlocking. And I want you to understand this too, is that if you are interlocking and styling, you're just wasting time because no, no, no. When you style, you just do the retwist and style. And the cool thing about that is that, there you go, Nico, the dog food has arrived. And the cool thing about doing retwists and styles is that that doesn't take all day. That's not no styling that's going to have you having people in your shop for 5 hours and 6 hours on one head, because that's really where the disconnect come in at. Because a lot of people say, oh, I make a lot of money doing locks, but you're doing all these time consuming services. So you're really not making a lot of money. The money comes in and making a lot when you could do something and quick, inexpensive. Quick, inexpensive. if you're taking a long time to do something that pay a lot, you still not really making a lot of money because of how much time it's taking you. And, you know, a lot of us come from the job world where they give you your hourly wage, but when we get over here, you basically are an entrepreneur, so you get to make your own hourly wage. And a lot of people, you about to pour that in there? Okay, y'all, wait 1 second, because we got to pour the dog food. Go ahead. It's going to be loud. Don't leave the video because I'm about to share. Give him some food, yeah, and I'll put it in there afterwards. All right, y'all, so we talking about how to replace your paycheck as a part-time loctician, meaning basically that this is for locticians who haven't gone full-time yet, okay? So if you are a loctician who wants to replace your paycheck, right, I want you to understand certain things, okay? One of those things is that we need to focus on the foundational stuff so that this is not time consuming to learn or it's not a big learning curve. Because what usually happens with locticians now, and this is how you get caught in being a part-time loctician, is that you be so busy trying to learn every little thing, and not even realize that a lot of this stuff is not even right. It's not even correct, and it's done by bloggers. So if you're trying to learn every single thing, you actually just hindering your progress because you don't even need to know all of that stuff. And secondly, a lot of it is going to lose you customers. You know what I'm saying? If you go into locksmithing and this person used to getting a retwist, you're going to be on their head 3 hours for something that only take literally a few minutes, right? When you do a retwist, this is quick and this actually stays, you know? But when you do locksmithing, you're doing the same exact thing and it took you 3 hours. I want you to think about how that feels as a customer. Is that I'm going to come to you, you're going to tell me this is better, but I already got my hair done before and it was good with the retwist. So when I go to you and you say that the palm rolling is, that the locksmithing is better, first I'm going to be looking at you like you crazy, because how can something that's slower and don't last as long be better? That don't even make sense. But in the lock community, stuff like that always makes sense. Like, so we definitely want to focus on the foundation and also get you one mentor, okay? Telling y'all, and there's another thing that keeps people feeling like beginners or like they're not ready to just go full time is because there's too much contradicting information, right? One person say, oh, don't retwist don't last. The other person say, you got a locksmith if you wanted this. Then you come to me and I say, you know what? You should be retwisting, palm rolling, right? So how do you know what's correct is the question. But we know what's correct because we actually have the freaking proof, right? Because that's one thing that goes out the window when we do locks is that proof is a video that somebody else got. But that's for y'all. For me, proof is I got 20 clients that'll tell you I already fixed that dandruff. I already fixed that. I already did that hair care. I already restored that moisture, right? So when you start doing stuff like that, you don't need to pick up the crochet needle, right? And the clients pay for that. And that's the issue, is that on the outside looking in, you probably think, oh, that costs more. But it's not that. It's that stylists everybody's following everybody, right? So if this costs more, it's because everybody's following everybody. But what needs to happen is you need to become an original individual if you want to stand out and just go ahead and do it. If you are still part-time, it's probably because you're trying to learn too many things before you just go full-time. All you need to know is how to do a good shampoo. If you're going to wash hair, you need to know how to do that very well. And you need to know how to retwist, and you need to know a few styles. When it comes to tightening of the locks, all you need is palm rolling, but you need to learn how to do it properly, right? If you learn how to do it incorrectly, or if you wind up using the wrong product, which I'm going to say 99.9% of locticians right now using the wrong product because they're using lock gel, which doesn't even dry. And so a retwist is a set, right? So if a retwist is a set, that means that it's like a roller set. If you went to cosmetology school, you know roller sets have to dry. You know what I'm saying? If you do anything, it has to dry. And so, yes, I'm talking to those locticians who need to replace their paycheck. And let's talk about why you want to replace your paycheck, okay? If you want to replace your paycheck, why my dog got to be in the background? Why he got to be in the background? Why? I'm trying to help y'all get out y'all situation because I know y'all sick of going to the job. Especially if you know how to do locks by now, you just haven't actually gone through it, going full time. You sick of that job. You sick of the people you work with. You sick of commuting. You sick of getting up early. Would you work overnight? You tired of that. You tired of everything about that situation. But what we want to do is get you very, very much motivated to go ahead and step out there on faith because the lock community needs professionals. Like they need it. It's starving. So while you're going to work every single day, what's happening is that locks are being done by people that don't even know what they're doing. And you probably somebody who take pride in your work and have integrity and everything, and you're the one without the confidence, you know, who's not ready to go full time. When there's a lot of locticians out here, they don't know what they doing. You got YouTube locticians, famous ones, I don't know what the hell they talking about. Oh yeah, retwist and don't lock hair. Okay? Don't believe these things. Like you gotta start asking them, when did you start doing this? When did you start doing this if you think that, right? And they'll tell you they started in the 2000s. But your mentor started in the 90s. And we went with the thing that works. It wasn't trending, it was the thing that worked. I ain't have no YouTube to look at, so I couldn't do somebody here and follow a video. I had to do something that was really going to work. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I learned how to do locks, doing stuff that works, not following no video that doesn't show you a week later. So if you want to learn how to do locks and do them well, I'm going to suggest that you learn them over here, okay? And I want y'all to know that if you are struggling to learn locks right now, I got free tutorials, you know, and of course we got free tutorials on YouTube. But these tutorials that I have, they're not the trending stuff. So you're gonna see things that aren't popular, or it is popular but they don't know how to do it, like the Z-stitch or the certain updos that we do. The clients love that stuff, and most people don't know how to do it, so you don't see